Welcome to my page. Just waiting for those who are joining to join. Good, so welcome. I have been sharing some thoughts on innovative ways that governments, central governments, federal governments, state governments, local governments, municipal governments, metropolitan governments, district assemblies, whatever, can strengthen their capacity to mobilize tax revenue. These are not things you find in any taxation book. These are not taught in universities. They are not in any textbooks. Google will not get you such information. But as I reflect on the situation of revenues and low revenues in a lot of African countries and developing countries, I find a trend, and these are the things I've been talking about with respect to taxation and tax collection and tax revenue mobilization. So those of you who are bringing friends, feel free to bring friends. This information I'm sharing will be useful to government officials, officials of the Ministry of Finance, officials of the revenue authorities in the various countries, and students of taxation. If we want to look at new ways of raising tax revenue. Okay, so the previous section, I just want to summarize. In the previous section, I discussed the idea of having properties categorized into bands, and then values given to them for the purposes of taxation. Then you make a law that makes it mandatory for tenants to pay rent only by a specified app or software which has been specifically designed for that purpose. So because at the moment a lot of tenants pay their rent, including rent advance, that can be a huge sum of money. They pay these monies into the hands of the landlords, and they don't pay tax on these monies. This can be huge sums of money. Now, so once you develop an app and you make it mandatory for people to pay rent only through that app, and you conduct serious public education and awareness creation, then you will be on your way to mobilizing more resources from taxes on properties. Now, tonight I'm building on that, and I'm moving the discussion to cover land. Land, not properties, but land. In Africa, we have land. We sell land. Traditional councils have land. Families have land. Schools have lands that they sell, and individuals sell lands. They do have land that they sell, they buy and resell. There are some people who are into the business of buying land and developing it and giving it value and reselling these lands. Now, we have a lot of these individuals making huge amounts of money or profits in land revenues who do not pay tax. And I think the government and the tax officials should become interested in the huge sums of money that are locked up in these transactions on which taxes are not paid. Now, so how do we proceed? We proceed by, first and foremost, the way that land is sold has to be looked at again. In Africa, in a number of countries, including my country, in most of the instances, someone buys a land. It could be in the outskirts of the city where no development has taken place. There are no roads leading to the land, no electricity, no water, no drains, nothing, but people build there. And then it becomes a problem for government to now build roads to these communities. And it takes a long time for roads in these communities to be done. And because there are no plans per se, everybody builds it the way they want. And sometimes at the point that government wants to bring, roads and develop roads and so on, then some people they have actually built in the roads, portions of land demarcated, and